But let's get into the battle for the custody of Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan, the World Women's Champion, versus returning Rhea Ripley to the ring. What do you guys make of this highly contested, heated feud between these two women and Liv Morgan's revenge tour?
Go ahead, Lewis.
All right. So beginning with this match,
for the custody of Dominic Mysterio.
It's not for the custody. This PLE, just because we're starting with this match, this PLE, I feel is going to be the destruction of the Judgment Day. I see it happening.
Hold on. No, because I agree with you. Go ahead.
I see, just because, I don't know, because of how Dom went off on Liv and everything.
Mm-hmm. In Spanish. He broke the SAP button.
I feel like Liv, just for the sake of the story and how intriguing it is, she has got Dom. Dom's going to cost Rhea the title. And I feel this is going to cement Liv as a true heel, because Rhea is the big baby face right now, even though she's still part of Judgment Day. But I see Dom just like that being the big catalyst in this match, and just because it's SummerSlam, I see him screwing Rhea, honestly. After everything that she showed with the, calling him daddy, this and this and that, being there for him, being all, like, oh, you're great, you're this and that, like not being this strong, dominating woman. I feel like all that is like going to be a big factor. And especially with, I think, a lot of the animosity within Judgment Day, like with Priest, like, oh, you're like my dad, and maybe not feeling supported. So I see Liv completing her revenge tour, just because it would cement her as a true baby and honestly do a great deal of support for her character. So I'm going Liv, with Dom costing Rhea the championship match.
Yep. It's all about the swerve, bro. That's literally what we've been building towards with this feud. Now, when you think about this feud, is there really even any baby faces or heels in this story as far as these two women go? I don't think so, because they literally have both taken each other out and both want revenge on one another.
Well, Rhea Ripley is the de facto. Rhea Ripley is the facto babyface, because everyone loves
Rhea Ripley is really the
babyface.
Only the babyface by great character work and attraction. I guess
Technically, she's a heel. Technically,
but then you see the way Liv was acting on Raw, acting like that jilted lover, acting crazy and everything. And typically, when you see crazy, you think heel. So you don't know. So you don't know who really is. There's a lot of shades of gray in this feud. But to
you know who the baby face is? Dominic Mysterio. That is
that's a lie. That is a lie.
How is he
He's an innocent bystander.
These two women
innocent, really? He attacked a legend. He attacked his father.
He got thrown out of Christmas dinner.
If
you let Michael Cole tell it.
That punk. That punk, he needs a beating.
Yeah, but looking at this match, I feel as though that first off, this feud isn't over. Like this match at SummerSlam is not going to be the end all be all of this feud, because like Lewis predicted, this feud is going to be the beginning of the end of Judgment Day. It's probably going to be revealed that Finn Balor was involved in this story at some point, and I think they actually are going to go into the direction of somehow putting Dom on the line in a future PLE main event. I wouldn't put it past them to have like Liv against Rhea for the title, and then like they can hang some like a ladder match. They can hang like I don't know, like a lock of Dominic's hair or some shit along with the title.
Not a shark cage. Not a shark cage.
You win him. You get him
shark cage. That's literally it.
Or just have him. Oh yeah, or have him hanging from the shark cage. But it's definitely going to be revealed that Dom and Liv are together. The swerve is coming. I mean, it's not really. I don't really think it's really a swerve because everybody. I think a lot of people see it coming, but the feud is going to continue. The feud is going to continue. I don't think it's necessarily right for Rhea Ripley to come back and then lose her first match back. Essentially, then when she loses, that pretty much means to me that means the feud is done. So I'm going Liv Morgan. Dom causes the swerve. Liv retains, and then they run it back at another PLE.
Yeah, I think we're all going to go Liv Morgan on this one because it just makes sense. And I know Rhea Ripley's returning, but Rhea Ripley has to make this babyface change, right, and basically get into this realm away from the Judgment Day eventually at some point. And I don't think it's there. And I don't think that's the way the match is going to happen. I think there's going to be some type of interference from a third party who we have not seen in a while, who was the tag team partner, I believe, of Liv Morgan, somebody who can match Rhea Ripley power-wise and can be the muscle for Liv Morgan. That is Raquel Rodriguez. She comes out and saves Liv Morgan in some way, shape, or form of this. She has to be used at some point in this because who is Rhea Ripley, who we were saying last year? Who should challenge Rhea Ripley? Raquel Rodriguez. Who was the tag team partner of Liv Morgan? Raquel Rodriguez. Who has been out with injury for the longest time? Raquel Rodriguez.
You know who should come out and help Liv? Jordan Grace.
Daniel, I love that idea only from the standpoint of then we don't have to see Raquel Rodriguez smiling so fucking much all the time.
We should.
She can go back to being that dominant heel that she was in NXT. From that standpoint, I would love.
Who was in control of NXT during that time? Triple H. Raquel Rodriguez was wreaking havoc on NXT with Triple H backing her. This is a good redevelopment of her character to reintroduce her and give Rhea Ripley some opposition. I've been saying this for the longest time. Rhea Ripley has needed some type of opposition, some type of thing to go through, because the last one that we've really only seen was Charlotte Flair. Her facing Charlotte Flair at some point and getting that overcome. If we're going to turn Rhea Ripley officially babyface, maybe down the line, you need her to overcome something. And maybe Dominic Mysterio helped her or held some information back or something like that. Whatever the case may be. But I feel like Raquel Rodriguez, it would be nice to have a reintroduction to her to help Liv Morgan. So that's where I'm going with that one. I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as Dominic Mysterio. Maybe down the line we get to figure that out. But it's like, I feel like that's too clear, cut and dry. And maybe this needs to be dragged out a little bit more because it's like Rhea Ripley just came back. And there's more meat on the bone with this women's division, and especially Liv, who's been a conniving champion, a deceptive champion. So it's like we need more for Liv Morgan as well. So maybe this is a way to have that actually happen. So we're all going Liv Morgan, but different ways of her retaining the